Some concern over the president's competency again today. It was during a Middle East peace conference when the president referred to the people of Saudi Arabia as a bunch of dirty sand Nigers. Though the comment seemed divisive, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan says he's sticking by his president 100%. And is that semen on your black eye?
Oh, no, I tripped on a doorknob. That's doorknob cum.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume.
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, June 19th, 2018, and this is episode number 429 of the PanelsOnPages.com podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Rhonda, your shoe's untied.
Jose Guzman.
Heading to Vegas, and Southwest gave me 9 free drink tickets.
Whoa!
Oh, shit, son. And Mr. Kelly Harris. What's up, sir?
Don't look at the news.
No.
Man, I want to leave Twitter lately.
Dude, I said the exact same thing to Nicole today.
But, not because I'm pissed off or annoyed at what people are posting. It's just everyone's posting about these poor fucking kids being thrown in dog cages.
And it's just the saddest fucking shit.
And I feel like I can't do anything about it.
No. It's just there to bum you out and remind you of how fucking bad it is.
I just want to go in a hole and either wake up when it's all better or when we're just a toxic, burnt-out wasteland.
Because it's so sad and so fucking dark. And it's like, huh. All right.
Is it almost Mad Max time yet? I'm ready.
It is getting there. Well, first we have to have Adolf Hitler time, then we can have Mad Max time.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of in Hitler time right now.
Right. They're rounding up the Jews, essentially. I saw a picture the other day of a bunch of rosaries that were confiscated from poor Mexicans just trying to cross the border.
That's not fucking scary at all. Totally fine.
Well, it harkened back to all the piles of wedding rings from Auschwitz.
Yeah.
There are an uncomfortable amount of parallels.
Yeah.
To, some of the darkest times in recorded human fucking history, so.
You would think after, 2 parallels, everyone would collectively go, whoa. Whoa, what are we doing? This is kind of evil. But it seems like they're just using the literal Nazi playbook.
Yeah, they're just
Somebody
checking
found
out
a folder, Waterboy.
the fucking spiral notebook that gets stolen from Henry Winkler.
Yeah, and it's just all of Hitler's undone plans. He just daydreams he didn't get to.
The annexation of Poland.
You're like, oh shit, some of these we can use.
I mean, we always say study history or you're forced to repeat the past. Well, these guys studied history to repeat the past.
Oh my god.
So dark and fucked up and just ugh.
I'm really looking forward to FriendCon. Sorry you won't be there, Kelly, but I am looking forward to once we land in Boston, taking my phone and drop kicking it down the runway.
I dare everyone to not go on anything social for the whole time you're there.
Hey,
I could do that
I
easy.
Fucking dare you all.
I'm fucking. I accept your challenge.
Well, get
Except
ready
for
for me to
emails.
have a whole bunch of
Possible
life-changing
emails.
experiences that you guys won't even know about.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
catch up.
We'll talk to you about them on Tuesday.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
And like Messenger doesn't count.
Or text. You're allowed to text.
Yeah, right.
See
Yeah.
how
Oh,
the phone numbers work.
Yeah.
So
But I
wait,
don't wanna
so
fucking-
Messenger's allowed?
I would say so,
Well, because you're not yet. You can be on Messenger
and not like
and
be on
not
Facebook.
be on social media.
But like to be fair, with the exception of Kelly and like 2 other people, everyone I messenger with will be in that fucking place anyway. So, like,
True.
it's not a lot.
True.
Talking to somebody at work because she's my kind of closest coworker. She's on family vacation this week. They're in Florida doing SeaWorld and shit. And I'm like, that's fine, whatever, it's great. I'm like, because you're gonna get back, and then I'm gonna fucking bounce out. It's my turn. And she's like, oh, where you going to go? Me and some friends are convening on another friend's house in New Hampshire. She goes, that sounds exciting. I go, no, it doesn't. That's not exciting at all. Like, it's like, I get enough fucking excitement every day. This is the opposite of exciting, and I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be great. No, fuck you and you're exciting. It's gonna be great.
Kelly's tweet promoting the show. We're live and we're talking about how sad we are.
Yeah, I'm glad you changed the subject, Nines, because it's becoming that fucking Spider-Man podcast you did real fast. The saddest podcast ever. Oh, so bad.
You know, I was actually just thinking about that podcast earlier today.
It was a rough podcast. Like, oh, it was a bad one. Kelly, John Michael, and I
Okay.
recorded a podcast where we watched the plan was to watch several episodes of that crazy Japanese Spider-Man show.
Oh, it was
Back in
fucking
the 70s.
it was election night, wasn't
And
it?
it was election night.
Yep.
We came in hot, and then just like midway through the second episode, the news broke, and we just stopped talking. Oh no. So we're done, I guess.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that was 19 years ago.
Oh,
I know.
it's fucking strange times. Let's see. All right, so what's going on? What's worth talking about? Let's see. Hope everyone had a nice Father's Day. Didn't see mine, but we had delightful Father's Day festivities. Had me some sushi. We went to see The Incredibles 2.
Nice.
It's good. It's damn good. People are like, it's projectable. I'm like, well, it's a fucking kids movie.
Yeah, I can predict it from the fucking trailers.
Yeah, no shit. Obviously.
Did you guys read that opening paragraph from, I think it was the New York Times review, talking about
No.
how, like, the parents are going to just be, like, the dad's just going to go and be attracted to Elastigirl or whatever fuck her name is?
Oh,
What?
Elastigirl can get it.
Elastigirl
Yeah,
can get
no,
it so hard.
If you type in Mrs. Incredible, you just see on Twitter, you see a bunch of people talking about how thick she is.
She
Yeah,
is
she is.
fucking thick.
She's
and
super thick.
the walk around character they have at Disney is also very thick. And
Nice.
I'm looking at this walk around character like, is that just part of the costume, or do they purposefully?
I think the hips are a little. It's part of. I'm pretty sure.
You would
The
think.
ones I saw, it looked like the hips were a little.
You would think that.
accentuated.
But then I saw one that wasn't thick, so it leads me to believe that they hire chicks with thick butts and thighs to be Elastigirl, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I guess
oh,
they cannot lie, huh?
Okay, so sorry, it wasn't the New York Times, it was the New Yorker. And the paragraph reads as such. Take your seat at any early evening screening of The Incredibles 2 in the coming days. Listen carefully and you may hear the shifty sounds as one parent squirms awkwardly beside their enraptured offspring. And why, kids? Because Mommy just leaned over to Daddy and whispered, "Is it just me, or does Mrs. Incredible kind of look like Anastasia in 50 Shades of Grey? You know, the girl in the red room with the whips and all? And Daddy just resting his cooling soda firmly on his lap, and like Mr. Incredible tried very hard to think of algebra. As for how Daddy will react later on during the scene in which Helen and her husky-voiced Evelyn unwind and simply talk woman to woman, I hate to think, but watch out for flying popcorn.
Jesus.
1, fucking gross. 2, she doesn't look anything like that chick from 50
No,
Shades.
that's what I was. That's like I was looking that up, and I'm like, no, not
That's
at
someone's
all.
daughter you're talking
If
about.
you open up the
Goddamn.
dictionary and you find the entry for opposite of Thicc, it is Anastasia from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
No. I told Nicole about 17 times that Elastigirl can get it because she can fucking get it. But not because she looks like chick from fucking 50 Shades. That's insane.
That's somebody
It
else
doesn't even make
is
sense.
pushing their little weird
Yes.
fetish dream they had on everyone else.
You're
You
100%
need to
right.
Back off, New Yorker. You fucking creep.
Like, I can be at a children's movie and be attracted to a cartoon character and not be afraid that I'm going to ejaculate into my popcorn.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Fucking losers. That's so fucking sad.
This world... You know what? Kim Jong-un, bring it. Please, please,
goddamn dare you.
please just end it all.
Oh, God. But Incredibles 2 is very good. If you like the first one, you'll like this one.
I love the first one. It's probably
it's
my
great.
favorite Pixar movie.
And it picks up
Immediately.
14 years later and immediately after. Like, it's pretty great. It's pretty good. And so, highly recommend checking that out. It's wonderful. Had me some Father's Day sushi. Got a couple of rad gifts. Nicole pre-ordered Mario Tennis Aces, which should be here Friday. Pretty excited about that.
Nice.
And she got me that dope Super Mini Pla Megazord. So it's like it's a old school Megazord done up like a Gundam model kit. So
cool.
I built the T-Rex Zord for that last night. And you know what? God damn it, it's pretty cool. Like, for as small and intricate as it is, it appears to only cheat at the T-Rex head. Like, to make the Megazord, you kind of pop off the chest, take off the T-Rex kind of face and put it in the chest. It's not like on a hinge. But that's it. Everything else works like the way it's supposed to. It's pretty impressive. Just look at the instructions and whatnot. So, gonna have to grab that Dragon Zord at some point in the near future because need that. But that Titanic can go fuck itself because that ain't worth $150. I'm sorry.
Oof.
Not like for the size of it. There's no way. Like the Legacy one cost that much. So I guess maybe because like it's motorized, I guess. But that can't be why. That doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know why it's so expensive. I can't wrap my head around it. It's kind of stupid.
I went to pull up your Instagram to see if you had a picture of your Power Rangers model kit on there. And for some reason, whenever I pull up Instagram on desktop, it goes immediately to the profile of the guy that shit in a bucket and threw it at NXT.
Okay, I was gonna take a couple photos last night, but my phone died. I'll hook you up. I'll get you nice. And they're doing a Voltron in a similar style that comes out in September, which I'm pretty excited about. You build all 5 lines, the Transformers and whatnot, so that'll be fun. Talking about Facebook earlier, in the Messenger and whatnot. Facebook today suggested to me as a friend the husband of a girl whose sister my brother used to fuck. It's like, fuck you, Facebook. Why would I want to? No, that doesn't. That you're going way.
Are you guys
deep.
in the same area?
Going way deep. And then also let me know someone I haven't spoken to in 10 years. Birthday was yesterday. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't care. Like, oh, missed you yesterday. You might want to check out. I don't even remember who the fuck it was. Like, someone's birthday was yesterday. I'm like, whoop-de fucking do.
Yeah, but are they near you?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, because like I noticed on one of these trips, it suggested this person through a person through a person that I know, and then come to find out it's because we were staying in the same hotel. Facebook registered that we were in the same hotel. We have mutual friends.
You guys
and
should
then it
fuck.
suggested her.
That's fucked up.
I was like, because why? Out of nowhere, why is this person being suggested to be a friend?
And Jose's lady isn't on Facebook, so
spoke.
Facebook is like, you single.
So fucking it suggested that, and I thought it was so odd that it did that. And then I saw we were all staying at the same hotel, and I was like, it fucking registered. We're at the same location and suggested friendship.
Probably on the same Wi-Fi.
Get out my goddamn life, Facebook. I'm on Facebook like once every 2 days.
Facebook is funny. Our 20-year high school reunion is coming up next year, and I started getting messages about to join a group for planning the 20th reunion or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm friends with a lot of people from high school on Facebook, but we never talk or interact. Like, back in the 90s when there wasn't social media, like, there was a reason for a high school reunion. But we all know what each other are doing. We're all connected these days.
Yeah, but that's not what high school reunions are for.
And we don't interact, so why do I fucking care to go to some reunion?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What are they for the personal show of it all?
Well, I fucking personally show it on Facebook all the time, and I don't get any adulation, so. We went to fucking India.
Yeah, but you have to go to school 20 years later in person so you can tell people that.
Hard pass. Rigid pass.
You want to crash the after party?
No, that was weird. That was weird.
Let's just go shit-faced.
No.
Like, just fucking, woo, class of 99! Kick it in, baby!
Nah.
We'll come in with, like, the head of some other school's mascot.
Who would that be?
I don't know. Who is Cypress's rival?
I thought Dr. Phillips was our rival, but I don't care.
So we'll come in with a fresh cut panther head. I don't know.
Nuts.
I probably won't be gone. I don't even think I'll be in town.
Yeah, I'm busy that week.
To be honest, I don't even think I'll be here. Sorry.
And then last couple of things real quick. New trading cards kind of suck. I found out because I picked up some of my old stuff at Mom's house and completed some old X-Men sets for like next to nothing on eBay, like picking up the handful of cards I needed. And I'm like, all right, let's see what these new cards got. And they kind of blow. They're like most of the new sets I checked out, they're all like either like shrunk down like cover art or like house art or whatever. Like there's not a lot of new stuff. Just kind of bum me out. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm good. Which I think the lady is very pleased about that. We can close that door before it gets too wide. I'm like, yeah, but there's still plenty of old shit we can get. And she's like, oh, God damn it. Last thing, I spent about, damn near an hour and a half at the fucking eye doctor today and ordered some glasses.
I saw your tweet.
So fucking annoyed. Like, I got like the fucking headaches, like, and it was never sharp, right? It was just kind of dull around the edges, and then the lens came in that was supposed to be the one they wanted me to have all along. The right one came in, picked that up, put that in, and just got a headache, and like laid down on the couch, maybe Thursday, Friday, it must have been Friday, and I was like either reading my iPad or playing a video game or something, and like was laying on my side. And so, like, closed my left eye because on the couch or something, whatever. And so, and looking just through that right contact lens, it was like looking through one of those, like, foggy glass shower doors. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why my shit don't work. Like, this lens is hot garbage. Like, shit. And as I took that out, put the glasses back on, and credit to this fucking optometrist, man. Like, she was fucking around with that little multi-lens gimmick. She brought all these different kind of contacts. She brought this fucking hard contact lens that was the size of a fucking nickel. It was the biggest goddamn contact lens I've seen in my life. She's like, let's try this guy. And I gotta tell you what, like, I got pretty good, pretty fast at the putting in and putting out of the contacts. But until you've had someone else rip a fucking contact out of your eye, you've not lived. Like, that is a brand new experience that happened today. Like, I thought I'd seen it all. And then a fucking stranger pulled her hand into my eyeball and pulled out a contact lens. That was straight up unusual. Did not care for it. And I told the lady, she's like, so we can keep trying this now? I go, look, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care at all. Like, I brought some frames with the intent of if this doesn't work out, put some lenses in them sons of bitches and let's call it a day. Because I just want to see better and not have a headache. What I gotta do to make that happen? So I ordered some glasses. Fuck it all. But your boy's getting that LASIK in the next couple of years because this is for the birds.
I've thought about it. I'm fucking lasers, man. They
Age of Wonders, Jose.
I know it's the Age of Wonders, but it's also the age of like, whoops, you're blind.
I mean,
I'm not sure that it is.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I feel like maybe it was the age of whoops, you're blind. Past that. I'm just saying, I let a guy hack at my balls last year. I came out of that okay. Quite frankly, I came out of that better than I went in.
I'd rather have someone hack at my balls than my eyes, though.
Yeah, probably.
I use my eyes way more than I use my balls.
That's 100% true. Fair enough. I don't know. It's on the short list of shit I need in my life. So we'll see what happens. What's going on with you, Kelly?
I've been playing a lot of my PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. What you playing?
Just Yakuza 0.
All right.
And that's it. Because boy howdy is there a whole lot of game in that game. Just before we did the show, I infiltrated a cult. That was fun.
Nice.
I also earlier...
like, how high did you get ranked? How high ranking are you? Are you?
I just
like,
went
still
in
low
there
level?
and figured out what was going on, found the girl that I needed to find because her mom asked me to find her, and then I beat up the dude that ran the cult.
nice.
Fuck that guy. Was it Allison Mack?
No. Well, maybe Japanese.
Spoiler.
Allison.
Topical Yakuza 0.
Yes.
What a twist.
And then earlier I also found, like, I was just walking down the street and I looked behind this post, like this column, and there's just this kid standing there with no pants on. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So you talk to the kid and he's like, hey, mister, can you give me your pants? And I'm like, what? No, these are my pants. And he regales you with a tale on how this guy attacks people that go to a certain high school and steals their pants. And he's down like this certain street, so you're like, okay, I'll go check this out. So you go down the street and find this guy.
Go fucking inflict that no pants justice.
Yeah, and dude's like, and just a dude walks up to you and is like, hey man, you got some sweet pants. I'm gonna rip them off you. So then you fight this guy and beat him up, and then it turns out he's actually just an elementary school kid that's just gigantic.
Those games are not what I thought they were.
Oh, they're fucking weird. So then you get the kid's pants back because two other elementary schoolers come over and they're like, hey, here's what's happening and why our friend is weird. Here's this kid's pants. Go return them if you could. Thanks. So you go return the kid's pants, and he's like, oh, man, thanks for my pants. I gotta go get my friend so we can go kick that guy's ass. And he leaves, and you're like, oh, shit, now I need to go help the guy who was stealing pants.
What the fuck?
So you go back to the guy who was stealing pants, and you walk over to him, and there's just bodies all over the place. Because all those high schoolers came over, and he kicked all their asses.
I think I have one, if not two, of these Yakuza games because they were free on PlayStation Plus at some point. I may need to check them out because that sounds preposterous.
Oh, it's fucking great. And this was just a side story because, like,
oh, of course, yeah.
It's an open world game to an extent, but it's an open world where you pretty much just get to go around a set number of blocks in Tokyo, and that's just your area. But
sure.
Those bits are just so detailed. It's like it is just kind of a walking through Japan simulator at times. Because then you can do stuff like go to arcades, and like I burned half an hour just playing the claw games.
Spend $90 on
Kelly.
spend $90 on an underwear vending machine.
Yeah. There is a theater where you can go watch like Gravore videos, which are just like, remember back in the 90s when WWE would put out those VHS tapes of their women in bikinis?
Yes.
It's just that. You can just go to this theater, pay 800 yen, and watch a movie. And then when the movie's done, the shot changes to just a Kleenex box, and your character goes, whew! This game is fucking great. I will say, in big chunks of the game, you're just watching it. Like, it's a lot of cutscenes, a whole lot of reading. And then when you're just walking around, it's, you're finding shit, and dudes will just see you and think, oh, what's this guy up to? And then try and fight you. And then it kind of just turns into a fighting game.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying Yakuza 0 quite a bit.
Well, fuck.
And there's a really in-depth minigame that involves slot car racing that I have not even begun to scratch the surface of, because I tried it once and I got my ass kicked, and I decided I needed to spend a whole lot of money in this game, not real life money, to buy all the parts I need to get the best slot car.
Oh my god.
Like, there's just so much little shit to do, and because I was reading online, and I was like, well, how long will this take me to beat this game? And the range I found was anywhere between 30 and 147 hours.
Jesus Christ.
This is what Trump's America.
That's what I get, huh?
This is what Trump's America has brought us to: building slot cars in a video game.
Yep.
You know what? It sounds better than reading Twitter right now.
Yeah, no, Yakuza's a great way to pass the time. It's delightfully bizarre. Like, at one point you go through a park, and there's this little altar thing where you can go spend your combat points or whatever to get, special bonuses for your dude. But there's also, standing next to the altar, just a guy in clown face paint and a wig, and you talk to him, and he's like, hey, here's all this free shit. And that's it. That's all he's there for.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and then earlier so in Yakuza 0, you're playing as two different characters throughout the game. So I started playing as the second character now, because it's they go 2 chapters, and then there's a character swap, and then you play another 2 chapters, and then eventually their stories will intertwine. I'm only in the 3rd chapter, so we haven't gotten to that point yet. But the 2nd chapter, you're playing as a former Yakuza who is now a manager of a host club. So, you kind of go and talk to ladies and buy drinks and all that kind of stuff. So you had to go to another club to try and scout some of the talent to steal their women over to your club. And you're just sitting there and just looking around the bar, and you can zoom in on things and stuff. And at one point you just look, and at the edge of the stairwell, there's just this old man in a bit like a sumo thong thing. I don't know what those are called.
Sure.
Just humping the air. And your character, your narration goes, whoa, what the hell's with that guy? And that's it.
You're couldn't have said it better myself, video game guy.
He's just there, and it's you're like, oh man, that guy is ready to fucking go. I don't know what he's gonna do, but man. And then nothing ever comes of it. That guy's just there hanging out.
Oh, what digital fantasies.
Yes, I highly recommend playing Yakuza 0.
Mary got one of the recent Final Fantasy games, I think around Christmas, and only opened it this past weekend, and she was playing it tonight, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, I recognize these characters. I feel like I've seen these cosplayed 900 times before. I just never knew what the fuck they were from.
Probably. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is a good time. It's weird to have the open world part of a Final Fantasy game, but it's cool. A fun game. Right on. All right. See anything else, Kelly, or just Yakuza 0?
Pretty much just Yakuza 0. Oh, I watched the WWE pay-per-view on Sunday, and that. Oh yeah. Fucking whatever. It was a notable match.
The women's Money in the Bank, solid. Yes. See, I love that match, but I feel like consistently, and you're gonna hate me for saying this, consistently the best shit they've got going on right now is the Ronda stuff.
She killed it.
I'll say both of them did. Like, that was both of their best match. Nia versus Ronda Jax. Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title. And they both looked great. And Ronda took up some bumps and sold and fucking tumbled out of the ring. Was that planned or was that an accident, Kelly?
I don't know. Because it looked rough.
It looked rough, but, like, maybe it was planned, but she didn't do it 100% right. Because she just fucking ass over tea kettle just falls between the ropes out to the outside. But then they had a whole bit planned outside, so it makes me think she was supposed to end up out there. Maybe not get out there the way she did.
Maybe with a little more grace.
Yeah. But it looked rough, so it was entertaining, to say the least. So yeah, me and Mary watched Money in the Bank, mostly before the ladder matches and for the Ronda match, and I was pleasantly surprised by the Ronda Nia Jax match and the conclusion to it, which no spoilers, but all spoilers. Alexa Bliss, who won the contract earlier in the night, comes out, gets them disqualified, and then cashes in and wins it, which. Mary's, after Alexa Bliss won the briefcase, I said she should cash it in tonight when Ronda wins, assuming that Ronda was going to win. And then Mary's like, no, I want to see Alexa Bliss just be this fucking cocky little bitch with the briefcase just for months, just like rubbing it in people's faces. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
I would have liked that, but they had just done that with Carmella. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Carmella's not as good at it as Alexa is.
Oh no, Carmella's not really good at anything.
I know very little about Carmella, but what I've seen from her is kind of terrible.
Mary hates Carmella, and the Carmella versus Asuka title match that was interrupted by James Ellsworth wearing Asuka's jacket and mask, distracting Asuka for
Wait, Ellsworth was on the fucking pay-per-view?
Yes, Ellsworth returned dressed in an Asuka mask and jacket and distracted Asuka for what felt like 5 minutes. Asuka stood there. She stood there stunned, shocked, staring at this person in the mask and jacket standing on the apron. And neither of them did anything. So Asuka is just scared of spooky ghosts, apparently.
Yeah.
And then takes the mask off, and it was me, Austin. It was Ellsworth all along. And then I forget even what the finish was. That finally got Asuka distracted. She turned around, got a kick, and then Carmella won it. And Mary was just so despondent after that match and the finish and the result. And she's like, why do people even sign with WWE anymore?
Yeah.
And that's what gave me the idea for our top 6. But we will talk about that in a little bit. But before we move off of Money in the Bank, Kelly, I know you're not her biggest fan, but Ronda in that kilt is so short, and she looks so good in it.
That kilt is worth the price of a pay-per-view.
And then she gets to the ring, and you're thinking, man, that kilt is short. That is sexy. And then she takes the kilt off, and she's wearing short boy shorts underneath it. And it's like, wow, she was like, it's not like she was unclothed the entire time. And I hope in WWE 2K19, which Ronda's going to be in, I hope one of her taunts is picking her wedgie out of her vagina, because that is one of my favorite fucking things that Ronda does. And that's, from her UFC days.
Absolutely.
Like, that was part of her, getting in the zone, is picking out her wedge. And it's, man, she is just fun.
Picking out her wedge.
She is.
He's like, get out of there. No, I'm grabbing back.
You don't belong in there.
She is fun to look at. And because they were basing a lot of this match with Nia Jax off of the weight difference. And, they're billing Ronda at 135, which was her bantamweight weight. But no way Ronda is 135 right now, because she's not cutting weight. You know, why would why the fuck would she be cutting weight? And she's packed on some muscle in her upper body. And
she looks really good.
She looks fucking great.
She looks really good.
Now, if she could just never talk, I think we'd have something. But man, she beat the fuck out of she beat the fuck out of Kurt Angle.
Is she a Triple H on the mic?
No, she's bad. She's getting better. She's just nervous. She's not great.
To put it mildly. All right. But she's never been great at any kind of an acting gig that I've seen her in, honestly.
Yeah, but wasn't she kind of stiff in
Expendables? But
wasn't the greatest.
But she could cut a promo in UFC.
Well, because it's
all edited. It's all edited. Live. Yeah.
Anyone can cut a promo when you get pieced together.
It's true. So they've kind of been using that tactic in WWE. You know, they edit around her faults as best that they can. But in the ring, she's a natural. She's not the greatest, but she has a lot of potential to.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't have to worry. She's not worried about really getting punched in the face anymore. She can just do it. She can be as fierce and badass as she wants to be because she's not going to get hit bad.
I know. Fuck around, you'll get hit.
Yeah, but hit. But I mean, like, no one's trying to really knock her out
unless she fights Brock, and he starts going at her with those elbows to the forehead.
They said it's okay if I bust you open like this.
Other than that, pretty standard week. We hit up Disney once, you know, been watching some TV, did the Father's Day thing with my parents, had a birthday party on Saturday we all hung out at, and I brought my wings, which I've been perfecting. I've done wings. I did wings at Mahoney's last year, right? Anyhow, my wings are fucking solid. I got solid wings.
I've had them. I don't remember where. I definitely had them.
I do decent wings, but I'm always trying to improve. And one of the biggest problems with making wings is having to, if you get frozen, having to thaw them and then dry them out. So I've bypassed that step altogether by using the goddamn Instant Pot to pressure cook them first. You know, it thaws them, it cooks them through, and it also renders all the fat off them, and then I throw them in the oven to crisp them up.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right.
But the Instant Pot only takes one bag of wings at a time, and I was cooking four bags. So it was a process of Instant Pot, pull them out, put them on a tray, you know, dump out all the broth that it makes. I had, you know those giant souvenir cups you get at, like, AMC?
Right.
Like the movie theaters. I had one of those. It was a Hunger Games cup filled with fucking chicken broth.
Oh, you could have made so much soup.
Yeah. So it was just a process. So I was up from like 2 to 8 a.m. Saturday making wings. Lee, I see in our fucking private message, I see 3 dots by Lee. Like he's typing something. I'm like, fuck, what's wrong? My audio bad? Is something wrong? And then Lee pops up and says, every time you say Instant Pot, Jose's ears perk up. Oh my god. That is great.
You get it.
We have fun.
So yeah, I would make wings at the Mahoney's, but this fucking Instant Pot thing has changed my life. I don't ever want to have to thaw wings out ever again in my life. So then you deal with chicken juice and fucking.
That's the thing, man. You fucking you cross that line.
Yeah, yeah. You can't go
really
back.
Walk it back.
Can't go back. Not like we'll have any shortage of shit.
Mountaintop.
And not like we'll
stay in the comfy bed.
That's right.
And we'll stay in nothing else.
We won't have any shortage of things to eat at Mahoney's. And lastly, we didn't talk about it last week, but it worked out because Jose wasn't on the show. But I was able to secure me them San Diego Comic-Con exclusive NECA Movie Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you did.
And I got the deluxe, the $250 set with the whole diorama. and I had discussed the turtles with Mary before purchasing them, but I guess I didn't make it clear that I was, yes, absolutely getting the deluxe version with the with the fucking background. So she checks the credit card invoice one day, and she's like, $250. What the fuck? And I say to her, I just sit her down, and I'm like, dear, like she's been super cool about it. I'm making it out that she's some sort of cheap shrew, but no, not at all. No, not at all.
But $250 is not nothing.
when she was expecting $125, yeah, that's a difference.
Right.
But I sat down and I leveled with her, and I was like, dear, like, you gotta realize these might be the greatest toys ever created.
And if not that, then you can definitely say with some real genuine certainty they'll probably be the last Turtles you ever buy.
Yeah, for real. Unless, like that new series is just amazing. Yeah, the new cartoon.
Those are such good toys. Man, that's gonna be rad. Like I saw that building diorama thing at Toy Fair. That's real cool.
And it holds like something like 48 figures.
Yeah,
it's real big.
Had that set not come with the VHS box packaging, I probably would have skipped it, because the figures are great, obviously, but my favorite part of the whole thing is the VHS box packaging, because like that thing's almost 2 foot tall, and that's a display piece on its own. You got a giant fucking VHS box of the Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, no, there's nothing about that that's bad.
But the display is also very cool.
Yeah,
so
between your success story and Jose's less of success story, I'm real glad I didn't really have the money or the room for it, because if that's the thing that I wanted to get and then didn't, oh god, I've been so upset.
Yeah, I was lucky enough that day one they were doing the online pre-sale. I got on there right at 1 o'clock, got him in my cart, bought him, done, sold.
Had him in my cart twice.
That's so fucked up.
Twice. You need to work on your pre-sale game. Whoever the fuck was behind this. Was this NECA's deal?
Yes, it was
NECA.
NECA.
All on NECA?
It was NECA.
Ooh, you sons of bitches! If it's in your cart, it shouldn't be able to be yanked from you.
I 100% agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you.
It would have been different if I was reloading, wasn't able to click it, and I just missed it. But the moment it's in my cart and you're telling me to enter my credit card information, and it has the ability to yank it out of your cart as you're entering your credit card information, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Like, I keep thinking about like Ticketmaster. You fucking buy a ticket, the little thing comes up. Like, hey man, you got 10 minutes to wrap this shit up. After that, we're putting the tickets back in the pool.
And then I can understand if there was a timer, a countdown, like you got a minute to do this shit. At least but you have it as long as you get it done under that time.
And you have to assume this wasn't NECA's first rodeo, too.
Yeah.
Hope.
It sucks. But
I follow Toy Arc on Twitter, and they had this thing like, okay, fucking, all right, round 2 coming up for the troll figures. Go ahead and pull it up there, get your credit card, PayPal stuff ready to go to make it easier to get in there. I'm like, that's too much work. Like,
you can't though. You can't. You can't be ready because you have to be on the page to fucking hit put in my cart. There is no you be ready and enter your shit. You can't. You have to put it in your cart and then you go fucking
to the page where you put in all your information.
That's still bullshit because on the third day when I went to do it, it saved my info that I put in the day before, and it still fucking yanked it out of my cart. So fuck you on that idea too.
I don't know how much more prepared you could have been on that third day, quite frankly.
I was there.
But we have to tell the part of the story. On day 2, 1 o'clock rolls around. Jose posts a screenshot of his cart in the Popcast message, he's like, "Got them bitches, check it out." And then Kelly's like, "Hey man, you better press buy now real quick. I heard a bunch of friends were getting their shit taken out of their cart." And then fucking the next message is, "Motherfucker."
Bullshit.
I tried.
Yeah, I've been living, Jose, because like someone the other day on some podcast they were asking questions, and one of the questions was like, "What's your least favorite word?" And I'm like, and I didn't think about it. I'm like, "Oh, it's no." Like 100%. My least favorite word is no. Like, don't tell me no about shit. I'm not handle. I'd go find fucking Mr. NECA himself and be like, "Whoa, Howard." His name's Howard NECA. I'd be like, "Howard." The fuck, bro.
Well, Jose,
Bullshit.
like I told you, you can come over and play with my Ninja Turtles anytime.
Or if you want to pay 3 times as much, I'm sure you can do that on eBay right now. No problem.
No.
Yeah, I looked. I was willing to spend $175 buy it now, but they were in the 2s, and I'm like, meh.
I said to Jose this weekend,
I'll get them later.
wait a year and see where they're at, because they might be 125 in a year.
Yeah, they very well could be. That's a very good point.
Oh, they'll be mine. There is no doubt in my mind. I will own them. I just didn't get it this go around. They'll be mine.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I will find them.
Yeah, I have. I bought the Leo from that Playmates Classics movie series they did. It's all right. It's okay.
But you are right. These would be the last Ninja Turtles. So instead, while I was out of town, I fucking had a mid-turtle life crisis. So I spent $200 on a backpack. Don't regret it one bit.
Mid-turtle life crisis.
That's a serious backpack, bro.
No, it is a serious backpack.
And what was the brand?
You'll see it.
What was the brand again?
511 tactical gear. It's a friend who does this shit is like a military brat. So he's grown up tactical. So that's like, I guess it's like the Army, you know, like the 13 hours.
With Jim from The Office?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know how like when the soldiers, whenever they show them like embedded and they're like in their regular clothes.
Assume I know what you're talking about.
It's like that. It's tactical gear, tactical clothesline. So it's like a gun, or it's pants that make sure you can fit a gun. It's like dress shirts that have like a little sleeve built in it. So if you're
like a Kevlar piece,
hidden conceal, it covers it. So it doesn't have like a bulge.
Straight up NRA approved.
And it's 511 tactical. What was the name of do you know the name of your backpack?
Ooh,
because he showed it to me, and it's pretty boss.
It's legit. Like, you want to talk about the last Turtles you'll ever buy? This is the last backpack I'll ever buy.
And me and Mary have been looking at backpacks because it'd be nice to bring shit around Disney. And we were at Disney, and it was so hot one day. We were Googling Camelback backpacks on our phones, sitting in the waiting room for one of the shows.
This has a little camel fucking thing in it. I mean, you gotta buy the little pouch,
sure.
But
damn, these are some nice ass backpacks.
And they're like a la carte too, so you can buy like accessories for the bags.
Here for reference. Let me hold on. I'll send them in the chat.
Because I'm on the website right now. I'm just looking at them.
Great fucking radio. Hold on.
Hey, I'm Googling it. There's some nice ass backpacks.
Yeah, so okay, just look for the $200 one, the black one. It
Okay.
should be like the fucking
all hazards?
Probably All Hazards fucking Pro.
All Hazards Prime.
Like, it even has like a little top that is built for fucking sunglasses.
And it's big enough to where you could fit like a motorcycle helmet in it. He was showing.
Oh, I can fit everything, so I can pack my fucking clothes. It's very bam, baby.
Damn, you got your boots in there. Jesus Christ.
That bag's badass.
That's a badass.
See that little med pouch? Fucking med, bro.
I approve that purchase, Jose.
Is the bag
no.
itself bulletproof?
No.
No, but check this out. But because it was a fucking Father's Day, if you spent over $200, they gave you a free fucking tactical barbecue cooking apron. And I'm pretty sure it has like a little spot you can put like a little concealed gun.
Jesus.
It's fucking cool, bro.
Shit's getting hot out at these barbecues,
But,
man.
The pants are 60, 80. The shirts are fucking expensive. Like, I'm not trying to
Like an
I don't
apron
live the
and a
tactical
bandolier.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
not trying to hide my concealed gun, but I do travel the fuck.
yeah,
a lot.
you've been through your share of backpacks.
Yeah, and I finally found like the backpack, and I think this might be the backpack.
Yes, yeah, I really
a
like
while.
my like shitty cheap backpack. I don't know what I would do with a nice backpack.
Yeah, but you don't carry
Well, you
90
do,
pounds of
but-
shit in your backpack like Jose
Yeah,
does.
fucking try packing up a heavy ass laptop and every other
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm
technical
just saying.
gizmo, and then fly 40 times a year.
I'm just saying. I like my shitty cheap backpack. I'd get this backpack pregnant. Like,
Fuck
that's
yeah,
a
you
fucking nice ass backpack.
I love it. I love it. You'll see it.
The only
It's-
problem
it's
I
tough.
have with it is where it connects to your back, those like little mesh padded pieces, like they pill up your shirts. I've noticed, or at least on me. And you said they have ones that don't have those, or you can get something
The
for
next
that?
level down, the backpack level down, I think it's like 180, 160, 150. That one did not. But it also, you lose the glasses case. Like, that one has some of the same features, but also you lose features for other features. Like, what also sold me on this was the fucking sunglass little case, which I'll use for my prescriptive glasses. I'll still have it in my case, but I'll put that in there. You know, it's got a little like protective, it almost feels like a sunglass case you would buy separately, but it's built into the backpack. And I don't like wearing my glasses when I work, so I can fucking tuck them away, travel, or I don't like wearing them when I travel because I like to fucking sleep on the plane and I don't want to snap my glasses fucking passed out on the goddamn window.
Now these other motherfuckers aren't showing me the goddamn back that I want to see now.
Yeah, the website needs a little work. Like
So,
some of the picture
did you-
options, like it's weird. Some have a video.
Did you pick these up in a store, or did you order it?
I was in OKC and they actually had a physical store. So like, and I even checked Amazon. I was like, all right, like, yeah. So they're asking this, but you know, it's like Nike. You're still paying Nike prices. So let me check Amazon. And it was cheaper in the store than on Amazon. So I said, fuck it. I'll pull the trigger. Got a fucking sweet pair of socks too. Oh, you'll see the socks.
Yeah,
I'll
they've
bring
got
the
one.
socks.
They've got one in Tampa.
Socks. I like it.
Yeah, they have a store in Tampa. And then like, I think Under Armour sells. They might have like a shelf of their shit. Like there's some stores and outlets that sell some of their stuff, but it's not like their store. But Tampa is the closest they have their store. So if you're ever in Tampa, you fucking go check their book bags out.
Book bags. I love when you call them book bags.
Oh god.
You can take the man out of high school, but you can't take the high school out of man. Well, he's probably been saying book bags since elementary. My dear.
No, but this fucking like it, and it has to, because like that little med bag you see, like that bag's separate. That's extra. So that is where I keep all my fucking vitamins, pills, sleeping medicine, fucking little drink mixes, Tylenol, fucking your uppers, your downers,
Some ludes.
the fucking suitcase from Fear and Loathing.
Mescaline.
But no, I fucking love it. I love it. You'll see. You'll in a week, Lee. You can touch it.
I seen it. It's a beast.
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward
It's
to
a
it.
fuck. Yeah, no, seriously, it's a beast of a book bag. Like, it ain't no backpack. This fucking sucker is a fucking behemoth of a bag. I love it.
Put all the books in this book bag.
Love it. I'll put anyone's book bag in this book bag.
Bring your book bag. I challenge your
shove it in this book bag.
Challenge your fucking book bag.
Love it.
Fucking shove your book bag so hard. 511 Tactical, shout out. Work on your pictures on your website though.
Yeah, like show me everything.
Because it's weird because like one of the bag has like shitloads of pictures. This is what it looks like
And
open.
then,
this is what it looks like dipped. This is what the next pouch, and then the next backpack has like front.
This one has one picture.
Just the bag. And like there's that one at the bottom that's like the bullet or something, but I can't tell if it's a backpack that comes with one of those like our camera bags, so it has like the little tarp you pull out, the little rain jacket.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I'm looking at the rain jacket that I'm buying that I can put on my bag, or am I looking at a bag that comes with a rain jacket? Because the only picture is the bag. Their shit's nuts though, and it looks like shit you would. It's built to like if shit goes down, you're ready. You need to kick 5 people in the face. These pants are stretchy enough to do it, and you still look like a fucking tough dude.
Tough dude.
You need to fucking conceal that gun. They got your spot. You need to fucking have a tactical barbecue and have a fucking Bowie knife because you think shit might go down because the in-laws have been talking shit for the past month. It's got a little fucking pouch for you. You can even put your goddamn little Velcro pouch on it. Make a crest for your family. Fucking show up the other big people at the barbecue.
Ah, fuck.
Get them.
Oh shit! This long sleeve polo of theirs goes up to a fucking 5X. What up?
Damn.
They're built. They said you want to do it. We got you. We don't care what size you are.
They got
do it.
They got fucking undies.
They got everything. They said, what, you want to take a shit and you might think somebody might sneak up on you? Knife pouch in your underwear.
They straight up do have undies. 511 Recon Marissa short. Maybe they're not undies. They look like fucking undies.
Exactly. They look like undies.
Size 10 or 12? What men's... Maybe these aren't for a man.
Those are for boys.
Okay, boys' sizes?
They got husky?
No, they don't got husky.
They got boot size?
Story of my life.
Boots?
Tiny looking dudes on this website.
You guys have to wear husky pants too when you were kids?
Who the fuck?
When I was a kid?
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, Kelly?
That was never Greta or fucking husky pants.
I had husky pants.
I was shopping at Big and Tall when I was in middle school.
Yeah, my fucking Old Navy pants. They're rocking that stretch denim now for the dudes, and it's a goddamn game changer.
It is. It is.
Like, I put on some pants that were not stretch denim a couple weeks ago, and my other ones were dirty, and I burned them. That's my instant pot. I can't go back to non-stretchy pants. Get the fuck out of here.
Kelly, at one point you were wearing husky jeans?
I can't imagine what that would look like.
Yeah, no, when I was like in 5th grade to 8th grade. And there aren't many pictures of me in that era.
Got a growth spurt.
Yeah,
I feel like between
one
5th
of my
and 8th grade, I could have
like,
passed for 22.
Just fat little middle school Kelly.
Yeah, and like one of the very few pictures of me that exists from Fat Kelly is just in some point in school, someone brought in like one of those giant fucking 30-pound chocolate bars.
Yeah.
And it's just Fat Kelly eating just a giant hunk of a chocolate bar. And I was like, this fits.
Like a Toblerone the size of a telescope.
Yeah.
They make cake now. Did you see that?
Toblerone cake?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I don't fuck with Toblerone. I don't get it.
It is a real thing.
I like them. I mean, they aren't my favorite, but like if one's around, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Anime kids love Toblerones.
Fuck yeah, they do. Why? Does some anime cartoons like Toblerone's the best, bro? Volleyball
Yes.
stick.
I know I've seen it on some memes page. There's something there. I don't know what it is though.
My waifu turned into a Toblerone. I always loved her.
Now I'm just gonna search Toblerone anime.
I'm gonna find the shit you don't want to see.
We'll find out what happens.
Just giant fucking animes. So, Jose, you got anything else?
It's a broken heart. Well, I'll have you one day, tortoise. You tortoises are gonna be in my back pocket one day. I'm gonna pose you.
You can put the turtles in his book bag and walk around with them.
Oof. I'm gonna get you.
Got some book bag turtles.
I'm just saying, I'm all down for fair play, but don't tell me that shit's in my cart and I'm supposed to fucking be fucking goddamn super robot to fucking type shit and put shit in.
You got hosed.
It's in my cart, motherfucker. Yeah. So next time you're at a store, you can go in line and take somebody's shit out of somebody's cart and just go pay for it first, because that's how shit rolls.
That's great.
So, fuck you. It's anarchy now. Like, it truly is Trump's world. That was Trump's pre-sale. That's what kind of pre-sale I got to look forward to. And fucking shame on you, man. Like, that's not cool. I get it. Like, day one, okay, I fucked up. I'll take the complete blame on that one. Maybe I would have got it if I wasn't fucking around. But you know what? Day two, I was Johnny on the goddamn spot. And fucking my info was saved in there from the goddamn night before. And I still got fucking hosed. So fuck you.
Yeah, but also by day three, everybody was in a froth over it. Like
froth.
Plenty of people
known that you fucked up on day two and fucking pulled shit out of people's carts and fixed that shit.
Yeah, but you're not the only one. You're not the only one that happened to. So the demand on that day three was insane. You had no fucking chance.
I wasn't the only one it happened to. So that's when they should have stepped up and said, "Our bad, our bad."
But also, let's be real here. They could make enough to meet demand. They just choose not to.
Right. Yeah, you could do just pre-orders on it.
So they're going to say, watch, they're going to say, you know what, bros? Because it was so fucking, did so well, we're going to release them. We're going to release the big box set for $75.
I don't think so. Because those, they did the video game figures last year, and they gone and they gone.
No,
those have never come out.
The video game figures were a couple years ago, and last year they repainted them to look like the cartoon, didn't they?
That might be right. Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe they weren't repaints. Maybe they were two different sets of figures.
But they've done some pretty cool exclusives for a few years, but not like these. Those are amazing.
And it's because Playmates has the license to do Ninja Turtles toys in that scale at retail. That's why they have to do these on pre-orders.
I'll tell you what, they're going to hear from me at Toy Fair. Don't think I can't talk to you, NECA. I can reach you now, motherfucker. I have to wait.
You better hide your badge.
Or I can fucking twatter you. Oh, I'm going to Twitter you.
No, we should get in touch with Toy Fair and be like, yo.
Tell him that's fucked up, Toy Fair.
No, don't even be like, tell him that's fucked up. Be like, yo, you got the hookup? Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Let's right this wrong.
Yeah, we can. Just by greasing some wheels.
No, there was an injustice done to multiple people.
Okay, here. Norma Ray.
Bringing down the system.
Yeah.
The goddamn rigged pre-sale.
So yeah, Kelly just posted this in our chat. Big Toblerone is part of a series on Neo Yokio. Refers to references and jokes based on a scene from the Netflix anime series Neo Yokio, in which the protagonist, Kaz Khan, courts a woman by gifting her an oversized Toblerone candy bar.
There's only two Neo. Well, there's three Neos I know. One is two are pretty fucking dope. But is Neo the singer? The
Who are
first
the other
dope
two?
One, fucking Neo Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Low-hanging fruit. Second sweet thing, third Neo Geo, baby.
think Jose's been hitting that Instant Pot tonight.
Damn.
Oh, God.
Sharp.
But I'm just saying that's fucked up, NECA.
Yeah, we agree.
God.
Yeah, that shit ain't cool, man. Not cool at all.
But
Whatever.
that still doesn't mean I can't find the fact that you posted a screenshot of your cart. Just real funny.
And I knew it when I was doing it.
You're like, this is gonna bite me in the ass, isn't it?
Yes, I should have fucking do it.
I
and
shouldn't
and
be doing
then
this.
Put, like when it says shipped.
Yep.
Yep, that's when you do it.
Yep.
I just picture Knives just making the chef kiss over and over, just thinking about it.
And I get that. That's fine. That was day 2. Day 3, you still fucking hosed me because I was on the goddamn spot. Got that bitch in my cart, had all my info already done, and still fucking yanked it out of my
Yeah, it's not like you did everything right and still got kind of fucked.
You would
That's
have
too bad, man.
You would have felt better on day 3 if you went to press buy and they were like, "Sorry, sold out."
Yeah, then cool. Okay, I just missed it. But to see that it's in your cart and I just hit enter with my credit card information, and when the screen comes up that should say congratulations, it
did
comes
it.
up and says you got fucked. Somebody, while this little thing was spinning in a circle, somebody went into your cart and robbed you.
It ain't cool, man.
See, I wouldn't think of it as someone taking it from your cart. I would think of it as you run into the store, you all grab a box of turtles, you get to the checkout, but before you can check out, you open the box, and some of you just have empty boxes.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't like
I
it.
think that's a better metaphor.
Super
Yeah,
gross.
but it said it was in my cart. It was in there.
Well, it
you
was.
feel-
You just had one of the empty boxes.
Yeah. You
Makes me
son
feel
of a
bad.
bitch.
But
that's fine.
I don't like it.
Give me a timer that says fucking if you don't do it in this time, your box might be empty. And I would have been cool with that too. I would have been cool with a warning. If I knew that was going to happen, all right, it's on me. But you fucking shysted me, NECA. The whole thing's fucked.
And so we got a couple things we want to do tonight. And, before we wrap this mother up. So first up, Nice had a couple of news stories. Nothing huge. Nothing like a full-on news segment. A couple things to mention.
So yeah, Chris Hardwick.
Chris Hardwick.
Man, that bumped me out.
You know my stance.
I do, but you gotta express your stance to the listening public too. So let me give a recap of the story real quick. So Chris Hardwick's ex-girlfriend Chloe Dykstra, who is she was on Heroes of Cosplay, special effects guy John Dykstra's daughter. She's been on some Nerdist stuff, YouTube stuff. She was in that Max Landis This Is Wrestling short. She played Triple H. So they were a couple for 4 or 5 years, her and Chris Hardwick. And then she posts a blog late last week, Thursday, I believe. Maybe Friday.
Yeah, I think Thursday night going into Friday.
Yeah, so she posted a blog describing her emotionally and physically abusive relationship with a podcaster turned mogul. Never actually names the boyfriend, but it's pretty clear. And she details how he would emotionally abuse her, how he had sex with her when she didn't want to, a bunch of fucked up shit that he did. Like, she had some sort of weird pregnancy where it, like, is outside of your uterus or something.
It was an ectopic pregnancy.
Yeah, what is that?
When it grows into the uterus.
Okay. So
yeah, like the implantation happens like in the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fucking terrible. Yeah.
So
and that's what really tipped it off that it was Hardwick, because a few years ago when that happened, they talked about that on the podcast.
He talked about it, yeah. So, she had to get this pregnancy terminated, and he said something to the doctor about, so when can I have sex with her? Like, after
Super
she's
gross.
getting this really fucked up surgery done. A lot of vagueness, doesn't name names, talking about how, friends encouraged her to finally get some closure, get her thoughts out there, maybe it'll help other people. And, the internet immediately knew it was Chris Hardwick, so there were a bunch of people who were like, I knew Chris Hardwick was a fucking asshole from back in the day, and then, you know, a bunch of nerds who were like, no, Chris Hardwick's great, show some proof, bitch. And she said in her blog that she's got recordings of some of this behavior.
Yeah, she said she's got something. It was recordings or pictures or something.
Yeah. Hardwick comes out and says, you know, they had a tumultuous relationship. He never sexually assaulted her. You know, he ended it because she was cheating on him. He's blindsided by this whole situation. You know, he's supposed to host a bunch of stuff at Comic-Con, and his talk show is coming back on AMC. Nope, talk show is shelved, and all of his Comic-Con hosting gigs are canceled essentially.
Like, my takeaway from that was, like, in his response, you know, he says, like, over and over again, like, you know, I didn't sexually assault her, this and that, and, like, okay, like, the vagueness in which she describes that, like, there could be some perception. They're like, okay, well, maybe, I mean, he might not look at that as sexual assault. It's fucking gross, but whatever. But, like, he doesn't say he didn't do all that other gross, horrible shit.
Yeah.
Like, not for a minute, it's like, oh yeah, all this other creation didn't have either. Like, you know, it's also about, like, her not having, you know, friends and, like, having to be quiet when they're in public and shit. He didn't say, oh no, that's all bullshit too. He leaned real hard into that one thing, granted probably the worst thing. So I guess I get that. But
and then apparently
nothing about that comes out making, like, a good look.
The text messages between the two of them when he broke up with her were released to TMZ. So who released those? That's a whole other gross situation. But it was
it was the Hardwick camp that sent him.
Sure, because it's supposed to help with his narrative.
Yes.
And it's just this big TLDR block of text. And then after it, it's her just, please talk to me, I love you, I miss you, hey hot guy. No response. So part of his defense is, you know, she begged me back. So how could I have been abusive if she's begging me back? And then there's...
You both are fucked up in the head. That's how.
Not sure that holds water.
Yeah, there's a
fucked up relationship works.
There's been a bunch of people on Twitter and on the internet saying, like, yeah, that's how abusive relationships work. Like, just
like, that's not really...
Like,
you're not supposed to want each other back for some fucked up reason.
If that's your see...
You made me feel like great. You made me feel like garbage to where no one else would want me. So obviously, I need you back.
Yeah.
So,
well, but even going back to fucking Heroes of Cosplay, she's a little batsy too.
Sure, I will admit that she's gone on record that she's fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, right to the top of cosplay superstardom with a full deck of cards.
But apparently he moved away from Nerdist something like 2 years ago and officially ended working with Nerdist at the end of last year. But then, you know, this story came out and Nerdist scrubbed him from their website.
Like, who? I don't know this guy. What?
Yeah, but he already won because he fucking cashed out on you before this.
Yeah.
So
sure,
erase him all you want. You can't erase that fucking check you wrote.
And he's married to Patty Hearst's daughter, so he's got that Hearst money one way or another.
Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
He can. Yeah, at this point, he can just disappear and be fine somewhere.
I'll go starfish someone else.
Yeah. But it's so funny. It's so funny because Jose came and picked me up right after the story broke, and I get in the car and I'm like, "Hey, did you hear about Chris Hardwick?" He's like, "What?" And I start telling the story, and he's like, well, you need a name. Show me some proof, lady."
Well, yeah, but you said rape was involved. When you told me this, I was under the impression rape was involved.
She says that it's rape.
It ain't great
because he had.
It ain't great. Well, I also said if he's a scumbag, fuck him.
Right.
But if he raped her, she should be naming names and taking that complaint to the right place and not just putting it on a blog. If he raped her, that's what I said.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking thing, man. Like, none of that's good. None of it's okay.
No, it's not good. It's not okay. But I was told rape. So when I hear rape, if she's gonna put it out there, go fuck him. He's a scumbag. Fuck him.
Yeah, but he's all rich and famous with some level of power and shit like that. Like,
she has no physical proof of the rape. He could sue her into oblivion for saying that.
Yeah, if she names names, which she still hasn't. Like, he fucking nuke her into the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't great.
Well, that was another thing that came out of it, is she said that he and his, colleagues and friends did their very best to ruin her career and blacklist her from, Hollywood and nerd culture.
Which, man, if I can think of a better place to get blacklisted from.
Yeah.
Like, she should have sent him a thank you note for that one.
Oh, my God. It's funny to, if you pull up, just search Hardwick. Because I had heard about this text message thing tonight, and I searched Hardwick on Twitter and eventually found it on TMZ. But you search, and you got plenty of people saying that he's a piece of shit, but then a lot of people being like, oh, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Fuck this bitch, she's coming in and just ruining his life. I'm like, man, are there seriously people who are fans of Chris Hardwick?
I typically am a...
I would have considered myself a fan.
I always thought it was just a matter of we're stuck with him. Like, this is what we've got. This guy is your ambassador. Deal with it.
I enjoyed his podcast, and I liked his stand-up.
Stand-up's okay.
I was a big fan of Singled Out, personally.
Hell yeah, Singled Out. So yeah, be interesting to see if we're talking about this guy 3 months from now.
I wonder, do you think not naming him in the blog was specifically to avoid being sued, or can you still sue someone even though they don't name names?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I would say naming him would have made legal action a whole lot easier for him.
Sure.
Not naming him, I would assume, still possibly leaves her open.
Yeah.
But the fact
it's going to be harder to prove the case.
The fact that he issued this whole fucking thing, though, his little statement, responding to it, he named himself.
Yeah.
Well, you have to respond. You couldn't not.
No. See, I disagree with that, because if you look back on, the genesis of this whole Me Too movement, the dudes that have completely ignored any accusations, your Jeremy Pivens or who the fuck else? The ones that kind of ignored the accusations had no consequences. Because it's not like Jeremy Piven lost his fucking TV show. I don't even know. Is that show even still on? I feel like even if it's not on, he didn't lose it because he was getting accused of shit.
But I feel like the Hardwick one was so specifically him that you kind of had to respond to that.
How was it called? It was like crowdsourcing or something?
Yeah, some dumb shit where a bunch of
wisdom of the
a-holes.
crowd.
Hey, I got a phone. I'm the CIA now.
Wisdom of the crowd, where he was crowdsourcing crimes.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It was fucking terrible.
Starring Jeremy Piven, yeah.
That sounds real bad.
Commercials hurt.
That sounds real bad. All right, then we got the Nines had this idea for a top 6 tonight, yeah?
Oh, I had a couple other quick news stories.
Go for it.
Mahoney pointed me out to this. The past however many fucking Marvel Studios posters, the weakest part of Marvel Studios is their posters.
Yeah, their posters are not.
They're
great.
not memorable. They don't look good. They're cramming too much shit in there.
But, I like that Ragnarok poster though.
Well, speaking of the Ragnarok poster, Mahoney pointed me out to this Instagram post that so many of these recent What are we in? Phase 2? Phase 3?
3, I think, yeah.
So many of these Phase 3 posters, the Infinity War poster, the Ragnarok poster, there's the one Black Panther poster, and the new Ant-Man and Wasp poster is very symmetrical, and it has a lot of circles and everything.
Yeah, they're definitely variations on a theme.
Yes.
For sure.
And it was pointed out that it's the theme of balance. And, you know, there's equal number of people on the left, equal number of people on the right. What if that is signifying, you know, the Snapture? That, you know, he was getting rid of half of all life in the universe.
Yeah. You know, his whole thing is this balance. He's a fucking Libra at heart.
Exactly.
That's why I love Thanos. I love Thanos.
What did you say? He's a what at heart?
A Libra. Balance the scales.
Huh. That's kind of interesting.
But still, like, I like the idea of it, but I still hate those fucking posters.
Oh yeah, they're still
bad.
Real bad.
They're bad. Like, step your poster game up, Marvel. That's like your one weak point. You could make iconic poster images, and you're just not.
They made a couple. They did a couple good ones. But most of them are not great.
Yeah. And then lastly, I guess the book releases tomorrow, the X-Men Wedding book.
Yes.
Yes. Which everyone assumed was Colossus and Kitty Pryde. And spoiler alert to anyone that is going to be picking up the book tomorrow and hasn't heard, it has already been spoiled. And it's not Colossus and Kitty Pryde. It's another two star-crossed lovers in the X-Men. Has everyone else been spoiled by this?
I don't care.
Yes.
You know, it's actually going to be Rogue and Gambit getting married.
Wait.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into this. I like this a lot.
They're like actively not together.
They've kept it.
They are now.
But like I just read a comic like last month where they're like, no, we can't do that no more.
Well, yeah. And then instead they met in secret. They did butt stuff, and then he proposed.
Didn't you read the Gambit and Rogue miniseries?
No, but I've read Astonishing X-Men.
Oh, well, that ended with them getting together. And then this wedding will lead into the new book written with the same creative team as the Rogue and Gambit miniseries called Mr. and Mrs. X.
Astonishing.
That's kind of an amazing name for an X-Men book.
Yeah, no, I'm super hyped.
Like, I was apathetic, but now I'm into it.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Like, I like that. I really enjoyed that Rogue and Gambit book. I like those characters a ton, so I'm happy to see them getting their own book.
But, like, fuck you for putting out all this imagery about Colossus and Kitty Pryde.
They were bait and switch.
Yeah, and then they still spoiled the goddamn thing.
You know, you're right. You have a great point. Like, you did all this work to keep it under wraps, and you still spoil it the day before. Because they had already announced this wedding was going to happen, so they were already selling it on that. You gotta fucking spoil it anyhow?
If memory serves, I believe it was X-Men 30 where Scott and Jean got married.
You know, I think you're right.
And so for this wedding to happen around X-Men Gold 30, that can't be coincidence.
Oh, man. Look, balance.
Illuminati.
9/11 was an inside job.
So, yeah, and then we talked about doing these top sixes every week. Hopefully people will start submitting them. We will rank anything, as Kelly has said. Any fucking thing.
Anything.
So,
anything.
Watching Money in the Bank and Mary getting so bummed out about Asuka, just made to look like a dummy. For the sake of Carmella, of all people, you know, she asked the question, why do people even sign with WWE anymore? And I had talked to her about it. I was like, you know, it's no matter how trash WWE is at times, it's still a bucket list thing for probably 99% of wrestlers in the world. Like, just to have that WWE contract, you know, wrestle there for a year, whatever, and you've done it. You've maybe done a WrestleMania
big leagues.
Yeah, maybe you've done a WrestleMania match. What the fuck ever. You know, they don't pay as well as the indies do, apparently. You know, so it's you're going to WWE for the experience of it, not for some fucking huge paycheck, unless you're John Cena or Randy Orton.
Yeah, you go with the hope that you're going to have that giant paycheck,
Maybe.
but only so many people can have that.
Yeah, most of the roster is making high 5 figures or low 6 figures, and
that's also not considering about how they still pay for most of their travel.
Yeah, and don't have insurance.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it's you're looking for that opportunity, that bucket list moment, but then you got to look at what's going on with All In. What has gone, the story of Cody leaving and making a name for himself without the WWE machine. You've got New Japan killing it lately and getting a lot of headlines that are bleeding into the mainstream. Lucha Underground's back. Impact is better than it's probably ever been. The indies are exploding. Like, this is
alive with the sound of music.
Yes, this is a fucking renaissance we're in right now. And I said to Mary, I was like, WWE loses a handful of these big contracts, these big names, and they go elsewhere. Like, they're taking a step down, and we're competing again. Like I said with Kelly, no one's ever going to be able to compete with the money that WWE makes. They're a publicly traded company, but you could, in all reality, eclipse WWE in the public eye in relevance in the near future with just a few minor changes and probably 2 rosters. If the one person in particular that we've been talking about lately is the possibility of Daniel Bryan going to New Japan when his contract is up. So that got me thinking about, who do we want to see and where do we want to see them go to?
It's just so crazy that, like, not that long ago, like, New Japan was the stepping stone to WWE.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, it's,
Got him,
a
bitch.
legitimate after.
And you
WWE.
you have to think about how WWE also helped legitimize New Japan by bringing in AJ and bringing in Shinsuke and bringing in Finn Balor and the fucking club. They gave exposure to New Japan by raiding their roster.
Go check out where these guys came from first.
Right. So, who wants to go first? We're going to do our 6 wrestlers, WWE wrestlers that we want to see leave and go somewhere else.
All right, I'll go. I got a list. Okay. So first off, I'm gonna go. I want to see Asuka and Lucha Underground.
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
Because I watched Lucha Underground.
And Asuka's great, man. But like,
and it would straight give her like some kind of crazy ass Japanese magic gimmick, and it would be awesome.
Just as long as she's
she
not
would straight up be like a magical girl.
Don't be afraid of ghosts, please.
That too.
And also, stop giving her a microphone unless she's speaking Japanese.
Always Japanese. And they would just straight up subtitle her in Lucha Underground. It'd be great.
Oh, I fucking love that idea.
That'd be badass.
When she talks in angry Japanese, I get a fear boner.
Absolutely. 100%. Daniel Bryan, I want to go wherever the hell he wants to go.
Yep.
Like, just let that boy live his life. He done did his time.
And the people will follow.
Shinsuke, also in Lucha Underground. Same kind of thing. I want to see Shinsuke fight Pentagon real bad.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be fucking rad. Brock Lesnar, I want to see it at Denny's.
I had Brock on my list, but only because I want to see him leave. I didn't care where he goes.
Is he still the champ?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just recently beat CM Punk's record for the longest modern-day championship reign. And there was an infographic going around that showed...
Oh, that's why he still has the belt.
Right. Well, I mean, that's part of it.
That's Vince's fuck you, take you off the record book. He's already had it the longest, so fuck it.
I don't understand. I don't understand, like, why they give a shit about that guy still.
They think he's a box office draw. I don't think that he is. I think most people are done with him. He was
any metric you'd use to show that he is a box office draw, the evidence shows he's not.
And Knives was kind enough to link the page for the WWE superstars in our things. I'm kind of scrolling through because I'll admit I'm not super familiar with a lot of the roster.
Right.
That said, I want Pete Dunne gone. Could look at his fucking face.
Actually, Pete Dunne's great. He's a good
awesome.
wrestler.
He looks terrible. His face is awful. I don't like it.
Exactly.
He does.
You're supposed to hate him.
He does have an awful pocky face,
It's not great.
and he holds his belt in his teeth.
I don't hate that though.
He's just an angry little shit.
You would probably
sounds
like.
kinda dope.
You would probably like Pete Dunne, Kelly, or
Well,
Lee.
I might be turning around on this Pete Dunne character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's pretty great.
And then I think I can see Bailey as like an assistant manager at the Claire's in your local mall.
Claire's?
I think that'd be great.
Claire's went out of business.
There, and had great customer service skills.
Claire's went straight out of business.
That's my list.
That's funny.
That's what I got.
Baszler's still the champ, huh? Good on her.
She is. She is.
Yep.
And
Just had a
so
successful
they split the
defense.
Hardys up?
Well, yeah, but not like in a they broke up type of way.
They're not the champs
They
together.
just hang out with other people.
Well, no, they haven't been the champs together for a while now. But
the Hardys is weird.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are the champs together.
That's what I'm seeing. Is that so? Is
That
that
I'm not in better shape than Matt Hardy anymore. Because there was a time I see pictures of Matt Hardy, I get real sad. I'm like, I should not be in better shape than Matt fucking Hardy.
So on the network after Money in the Bank, they showed a WWE 24 documentary about the Hardy Boys, and man, they went deep with that shit.
And
even
they,
like going so far as to talk about the weird times in 2011 when Matt Hardy was putting out fake suicide notes on Twitter.
Oh, I remember that. And didn't they show the bit from TNA where he fought Sting and he was fucking high as a kite?
Yeah, where Jeff was high as shit, and then Eric Bischoff just told him and Sting, like, here's the finish to the match. We're changing it on the fly. End it in a minute.
WWE on the network has been using a lot of Impact TNA footage lately. They've cut a deal with them.
And they have to plug the GWN app every time they do it.
Yep. So that's cool.
What you got, Nice?
I really like your list, Lee. Even though I do love Bailey and they've ruined her. Bailey needs to go back to NXT, but she's not in my top six.
She's too goddamn cute. It bugs me.
I like your idea of Asuka in Lucha Underground. That's a really good idea.
Yeah,
I had her going to Ring of Honor because they're starting up. They're trying to legitimize their Women of Honor division.
And they need more than like one good person.
And Asuka would be she would fucking run that division. She would. What do you think? Would she go back to her previous name, which was what, Kana?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's one of the negatives of these people leaving is some of them would have to change the names back and they'd lose their cool ass entrance music. But that's about it. Daniel Bryan, obviously, New Japan. Kelly planted that seed months ago, and that would get me to watch New Japan. Daniel Bryan would be the guy, and he'd have great matches.
He would not be the only person that would be the case.
No.
Fucking Heath Slater's profile pic. Just happy to still be getting a check.
Some of those profile pictures are fucking trash.
It's funny you bring up
guys.
It's funny you bring up Heath Slater because I have Rhino on my list because Rhino and Heath Slater are tag team partners right now, and they're jobbers essentially. And Rhino doesn't need to be on. He's older. He doesn't need to be on this WWE schedule and being a fucking jobber in a tag team with Heath Slater. So send his ass to the Indies. Let him have a run like PCO through the Indies, just goring the fuck out of people. I love Rhino. I've always loved Rhino.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen Rhino gore someone in years, I feel. And he was great when he was in NXT. So let Rhino build up some young up-and-comers and just gore
Neville?
What?
Neville looks like fucking, what is it? Malekith?
Malekith?
From
the Dark Elf from Thor the Dark World?
Yeah.
Or fucking Neville essentially quit when they gave the Cruiserweight title to Enzo, but they've been sitting on him. They haven't let him leave for, it feels like over a year now.
It's been a long time.
Because it was almost directly after last year's WrestleMania, so it might have been more than a year.
Yeah.
Poor Neville. So I was surprised his face was even still up on their roster. I've got Sami Zayn going to Lucha Underground, but as a variation of El Generico.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I can see that.
Bring back El Generico. I think. Remember when Zack Ryder was like one of the top 3 faces in WWE when he was U.S. champ?
I did like Zack Ryder.
It was
that short time, yeah.
It was CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Zack Ryder as the 3 main champs, essentially.
Like 12 minutes.
And it was all grassroots. It was because of his stupid internet show. People started to like him, and they hot-shotted him to the U.S. title, and then absolutely buried him after that. So I would also send Zack Ryder to the Indies because I think he's still young. He's in good shape. He's got
might be able to rebound.
He's got a decent skill set. You know, he could. I feel like Zack Ryder could flourish in a dirtbag indie promotion.
Oh,
and then last, I would like to see Kevin Owens go back to Kevin Steen and go back to Ring of Honor and run shit over there. Because, man, there are a lot of talented people in WWE, but sometimes I just don't give a fuck.
Nope.
I want to watch them. I want to watch their stuff, but, yeah, man, like, when at 10:30 on Raw last night, they had a match between No Way Jose and I forget.
Not a real person.
I forget. No Way Jose is a real person.
Ugh. No, he's not.
But it was
Yeah, he is.
it was bad for a main event caliber match, and that's when I just turned off Raw, and I'm like, I haven't been interested in this in almost 2 hours now after the Ronda stuff was over. So, and Kevin Owens is one of those, like, he was doing good stuff on the show last night, but he's stuck. And another one who would benefit from a lighter schedule and could probably make some great fucking money. And in all of these, like, where I got Sammy going to Lucha Underground, Daniel Bryan going to New Japan, Asuka going to ROH. All of them, they can also do the indies. I don't give a fuck. They don't have to have exclusive contracts. Let them spread their wings and fly.
Yeah, hell, you got some guys that are on Lucha Underground are also on Impact and also on MLW.
Right, like.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Cool. That's great.
No, awesome.
Why the hell not? All right, what you got, Jose?
All right. I love this guy, and it's cool he's an Intercontinental champ now, but I still think that it's been years since they've done greatness. And I'm not currently caught up, but fucking Dolph Ziggler's my dude. I want to see him do some great shit.
He just won the Intercontinental title last night.
Okay, so this is new. They're finally giving... Okay.
Rollins was the champ, and Rollins was doing great, and he did an open challenge last night. And Ziggler, who is running with Drew McIntyre right now...
Fucking love Dolph Ziggler.
Came out and, held the tights and got the sneaky win.
Nice.
So I'll take him.
I had Ziggler on my long list, and I was going to send him to New Japan, kind of like a Juice Robinson situation. Wait,
that'd be good for him.
I would like to see Asuka. What's her name?
Asuka.
Asuka.
It's all right. Fucking Japanese, man.
Whatever she was doing, I feel that they ruined. Like, I haven't really watched her in the WWE, but 100%. I'm not hearing that she's killing it.
100%, because she had that undefeated streak, and she lost it at WrestleMania, and she's never been the same.
For no real reason.
Other than she lost it to
with Shinsuke.
She lost it to Charlotte because Charlotte is the Hulk Hogan of the women's division. And that was the reason, but you didn't leave anything for Asuka after that.
Shinsuke I want gone too.
Yeah.
Go let him do something other than what you're doing with him.
One of the few decent matches he's had in WWE this past weekend.
One of my wild card, Baron Corbin's hair.
Wait,
just fucking go bald, homie.
No, he's buzzed it. He's buzzed it. So is this not an up-to-date picture they have?
No, it is not. This is a horrible picture.
He literally buzzed it before Raw, I think, last week. And
not early enough before I saw that picture.
And then he became the Constable of Raw.
Oh, fuck off.
What are they?
What?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, they still have.
I like Lee's Daniel Bryan idea because they'll fuck it up. Whatever they're gonna have him do, they'll fuck it up.
Oh, they already did. Don't worry.
Yeah, or they'll injure him again.
They had him waste 2 months on Big Cass, who then they fired today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Drew. I mean, I'm glad that they saw what we saw in him years ago, but I think they're gonna fuck him again.
I don't know, because I think he did.
Are they pushing him good?
Yeah, like there's too many people that are higher ups or well knowns that are saying, "Oh yeah, he's the next guy. He's gonna be holding the."
Yeah, but they had the next guy so many times. Everybody wanted it, and they gave you someone else.
It's true. It's true.
So, yes, in theory, yes. But are you willing to take that chance?
You gotta let him fuck it up first, I feel.
Yeah, Baron Corbin's hair is not great, Jose.
No, you see that?
Oh, it's real bad. I'm glad he shaved it.
It's way better.
Yeah.
Ouch.
He should have buzzed that about 4.5 years ago, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oof. It hurts. It hurts so good. And I want to see Samoa Joe gone, because I think they're not going to let him be. I don't know. Are they?
I feel like Samoa Joe is a company man with WWE. He likes what they're paying him. He likes his position. He likes his prospects.
He's ready to get paid right now.
Right.
I think he's ready to eventually settle into working in the Performance Center.
Yeah, he didn't. When they signed him, he didn't sign a fucking indie nobody contract. He probably signed a decent chunk of change based on his name.
Because I feel like he's like Taz, like could so be a badass, but at the same time they can make him a fucking.
Oh, they fucked up Taz so bad.
Yeah, they did.
Like, I'm looking at the roster right now, and you could take the entire women's division and put it in another company, and that would be great. Because their women's division is fucking rock solid right now.
Yes.
The best it's ever been.
It's easily the best part of every pay-per-view now.
It's the best part of every show. Any women's segment, even the shitty ones, are better than the dudes.
Oh, that's not okay.
It's, I mean, good for the women.
100%, but it shouldn't be consistently the best part. You know, fucked up WWE.
So yeah, that was fun.
What you got, Kelly?
Wait, and one addendum to my list, my asterisks. The NWO concept gone.
Okay.
WWE does not get to use that. What I'd like to see is some kind of like a group of 3 to 4 like heroes that just simultaneously turn bad, maybe in different companies, and then they all end up together. Like if they were doing, or what do they have the split? What's the split there? Do they still split Raw and SmackDown?
Yes.
Are they like competing or whatever?
Yeah, the brand split. They got the two champs.
2 heroes from each brand. This is if they kept it. If you're going to want to bring it back. 2 heroes from each brand fucking just flip. And they just keep fucking people over. And do this for a month. 1 week for each how many people you're going to put in there. Like the long con. and then you see them together fuck people up for a whole pay-per-view. But like you can still have the original NWO guys mastermind it. Like they're masterminds now. Every now and then come out and talk.
I think you were right the first time when you said get rid of it altogether. Like, you can have fucking Hogan and Nash and Scott Hall shuffle their asses out there every 3 years.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, you don't. Like, they're, like, maybe do, like, a fucking, Mandarin thing. Only promo bits. For a while.
Nah.
They don't even have to come out.
No, I'm talking just coming out.
Some DVD cover at Walmart the other day.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying if they're like back when they could have pulled it off.
Sure,
but
sure.
Take it away from them. I don't want to see them fuck it up.
And also,
fuck it up.
the Bullet Club exists, so
yeah,
that's pretty much the modern day NWO.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then double amend him. Take that away. Before they completely bury that. And
well, WWE does not have the Bullet Club.
Yeah, Bullet Club's not WWE.
Okay. Then they are not allowed to sign them.
They will eventually.
I mean, they tried. They got AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson.
Finn Balor.
Eventually.
That's what you got, Kelly.
All right. Number one, taking Rusev and sending him to DDT because he is a good wrestle boy and is also very funny.
Number one contender tonight.
I heard that. Good for him.
Yeah, it is.
He's not going to win, but it'd be cool.
No. So I think and congratulations for him getting that on Rusev Day.
Yeah. It's always a good Rusev Day.
What a coinky dink.
Yeah, no, I think he would do really well in DDT because they have the good mix of comedy and serious wrestling.
He's great. He has so much personality. He has so much personality that they're just wasting.
Yes. Number two is Daniel Bryan to everywhere.
Everywhere but here.
Yeah, I want to see him wrestle Walter. I want to see him wrestle Zack Sabre Jr. I want to see him wrestle Kenny Omega.
I don't know if I want to see him wrestle Walter.
Oh, I want to see him wrestle Walter. That'd be awesome. I want to see him wrestle
Will Ospreay.
I want to see him wrestle Joey Janela. I want to see him wrestle PCO. Why not?
Oh my God!
Just go do the tour. Go in Battle Los Angeles. Go do that. Just everywhere he wants to go.
In the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've interacted on Twitter with PCO, Giancarlo, who does the Joey Janela videos, and All Ego Ethan Page. I'm becoming a real mark on Twitter.
Number three, I would take Neville, free him of his contract, and send him to Dragon Gate. He'll be much happier there.
Yep.
That's where he used to be. Honestly, I'd also take Tozawa and Apollo Crews and send them with him.
Yeah.
So they could all just go back home. I would take Big E and send him to Big Japan so he can fight some big boys.
Beefy boy orgy.
Yes. And then also that Big Japan in the strong division, you do every now and then get comedy stuff, as we saw that Sekimoto is so great at. So I think those two could do awesome stuff together.
Holy shit. Jose, you didn't see it because you're not on Twitter. Or maybe I shared it in our message. But Wendy's talking about Kaiju Big Battle and Burger Bear.
That's pretty fucking cool.
The official Wendy's Twitter account talking about Kaiju Big Battle. That's insane.
That's nuts.
Because of Big E calling them out.
Yeah. Number five, I would send Becky Lynch to Stardom because she is a great talent and they do literally nothing with her.
Love Becky Lynch.
Yeah, so I would send her to Stardom where she could actually have some good star power, and they need someone after they're losing Io Shirai. And then number six, I would take Cesaro and send him to New Japan.
Yep, Cesaro was on my list.
Yeah, I can see that.
He could be world champion tomorrow if he left WWE.
Yep, he could be a star anywhere.
And like, are they even doing anything with him and Sheamus anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't watch those shows either.
Every time you say her name, I Google Io Shirai, and I'm like, yep, there it is. Thank you.
Yep.
She is a lovely person.
That's just
and then one more I would do is I would take Ricochet and send him from NXT to OWE in China, so he could just wrestle with all those crazy acrobats and kung fu masters. Because Jose, this is wrestling you could get behind, because it's OWE, the Oriental Wrestling Enterprises. It's Sema from Dragon Gate decided he was just gonna split from the company because he didn't like how he and his friends were being treated, and went over to this Chinese company and was like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? They just want to see like cool flippy shit like they see in the movies. So he just hired a bunch of acrobats and dudes that know kung fu and was like, all right, here's how you wrestle. And it's some of the craziest shit you've ever seen.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, and so they're like streaming all their shows on Twitch and stuff like that, and they're making a real go of it.
I think that's kind of genius.
There's a good chance that this OWE is going to break through in China before WWE does.
Wow, that'd be kind of great.
Nice.
Yeah, no, because like I saw one of the things was that one of their streams in China had like over 3 million views.
Damn.
For like on a live stream, and it's not like over time, so. That's huge.
My only problem with sending Ricochet away is he's still upwardly mobile. Like he's
no, he is. But I mean, he's had such a Shima was like picked him as he was like, this is a guy I'm going to craft and make into what he is today. Like without his time in Dragon Gate, he wouldn't be where he is. So I thought, send him back to his old mentor and have them take over China.
If they do it right, which when do they ever, Ricochet could be WWE champion in 3 years. Because the fucking Rock has endorsed him.
He's great, man.
And he's beautiful. He's super marketable.
Yeah, he's an action figure.
Yeah. And he's just a sweet boy.
I bet his mom's real proud.
Yeah. Trevor.
And ever.
His match with Velveteen Dream at TakeOver was really good.
Saw some real good bits from that one. Should be good. All right, let's
talk comics.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
All right, let's see what we got here. Make this quick. Mission Miracle number 9. No surprise, it's fucking awesome.
Oh god, the ending.
The ending is so unsettling. Like the whole issue is basically it's Mission Miracle at a table with Calabac trying to discuss terms of like a peace between the armies. A table which is supported on the backs of like 4 dudes in chains, and no one talks about it. It's just there until Calabac gets pissed and throws one of the dudes against the wall and bashes his face in. That's the only time it ever comes up. But that's sometime after a 3-panel sequence where Calabac reaches into his crazy fucking apocalypse arm and pulls out a pair of glasses to read a contract, which is an amazing bit of business to take a whole page to do, which is kind of wonderful. And it's just great, man. There's some amazing bits with the Goodness Mirror, this 9-panel grid on one page where Scott and Barda both see just the dog shit that is their spirits, and it's really sad and kind of beautiful all at the same time. And then the ending Kelly was talking about, they get to the end and Calabac's like, no, Darkseid refused your terms, and they're getting all super pissed off. It's like, he'll do everything. We'll take all the armies. We'll cease all hostilities, all this and that. He just wants custody of his grandkid. So he wants Mr. Miracle and Barda's baby, and then everything will be cool. But it probably won't be, because he's an evil prick. it's fucking great. It's so
it's
great.
so good.
It's up there with like, and I'm a guy who didn't know shit really beyond just like the concept of Mr. Miracle, and I've never been a big Kirby guy, so I don't know all the New God stuff, but like, it just doesn't matter. Like sometimes shit is so good, it doesn't matter.
It transcends the continuity and the history.
It's excellent. Like it is a love letter to the fucking medium. Like it's so good. If for some reason you're hearing the sound of our fucking voices and have not been on that Mr. Miracle trip, get the trade, the hardcover, when it inevitably will come out in a beautiful 12-issue hardcover, because holy shit, it's amazing. So damn good. So yeah, so that's A+ stuff. What else? I enjoyed the 2-in-1 annual.
That was really good.
The Thing and Doom, that was pretty good. Like that quite a lot. I'm always a big fan of the Council of Reeds idea. And this particular version is like, yeah, no, they all got pissy when we left. So like this version, we got to do that makes a double and brings us here. And then when we can go back and the memories converge, it's like we don't lose a step. So the wife can't bitch. They could be absentee Reed and still be there, which is kind of a beautifully Reed thing to do. I thought that was kind of great. And I feel like no one is working harder than Chip Zdarsky to try to make sense of Secret Wars bullshit. Like, no one. Like no one is trying to fill in those holes better than he is. And I think that's kind of great. That guy's awesome.
He's one of the best in the business these days.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking nut.
Yeah, he's a goddamn maniac. And then lastly, Lost Light, Transformers number 18. They fucking stuck the landing with the whole quest to find Cyber Utopia in just a fucking perfect way. So not only do the boys find Cyber Utopia, but it's just weird enough to be perfectly on brand with this book. The main cast comes face to face with the scavengers, and that has fucking never happened. So they're all like, so Misfire meets Rodimus, and no one but me gives a shit. But I think that's incredible. That is so fucking wonderful. There's really good world stuff in here. And if they're on Cyber Utopia, that means that son of a bitch Getaway, and he is there too, so he's gonna die. They're gonna kill the fuck out of Getaway. But really great visual cues, like callbacks to like issue 1 of More Than Meets the Eye, because it's all there. Like all the hints are there. Like it's definitely not it's not a straightforward thing. Like it's not like they just got where they're going. So it's kind of a swerve thing, but it all falls in line with everything they've been doing for the past like 5 years, and it's kind of amazing. Like the Transformers books are real good, you guys. Real damn good. So yeah, that's what I got. What you got, Kelly?
Let's see. Exiles number 4 came out, and that brought back one of my favorite bits of old Marvel continuity, where Ben Grimm is really Blackbeard the pirate.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I love when that gets brought back up and is not retconned.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Let's see what else we got. Bloodstrike Brutalists came out, and that was pretty great. Michel Fife of Copra was given the reins of Bloodstrike from Rob Liefeld, and he does everything for it, writes, draws, letters, inks, colors, everything. And it's pretty great. One of my favorite parts about it was that everything was made to look like an old 90s image book, like the trade dress and stuff. He had guys like Ed Piskor and Ben Mara do fake ads for Youngblood and other books like that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it looked... And now I really want to read an Ed Piskor Youngblood comic, because that looks fucking rad. Yeah, Bloodstrike Brutalists. It was Bloodstrike 0, technically. It's definitely a good time. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Venom #2 came out with the Donny Cates run. Get more of Venom kind of dealing with old Elder God Venom stuff.
Yeah, I haven't read that one yet, but like, I'm kind of on board with whatever weird shit they're doing with that.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I'm in for anything Donny Cates does. His track record has been awesome so far. And trying to think. Oh, this morning I read a whole bunch of. I read the first hardcover collection that 7 Seas put out of the original Go Nagai Devilman from the early 70s.
Oh, all right.
And that stuff's really cool. There's a whole lot of awesome stuff in there that, like, the art is awesome. Especially when they get to the color pages. Like, some of that stuff is just beautiful. And it's a really fun series. Put in color.
Yeah,
I didn't either. But yeah, there's a few just color pages here and there, usually the opening of a chapter, and it's gorgeous stuff.
That's cool. I had no idea.
Yeah, no, the hardcover, it's like almost 700 pages for $30. I think it's going to be the whole series collected across 3 of these.
That's so fucking cheap, these things, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, it's nuts. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Fucking A. Good stuff. What you got, Nice?
Not a goddamn thing.
Ah, like it. Jose?
Nope.
All right. Let's land this fucking bird. Let's do it. So, yeah. All right. So, let's do it next week. I like it.
Yeah.
Next week, that'll be our last show before our trip, and I'm so excited about our trip, you guys. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. And we'll be skipping the 3rd because we'll be out. 3 out of the 4 of us will be out of town, and then we'll be back.
Damn right. But we'll be back next week for sure.
Yeah, we will.
10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/PanelsOnPages. Let a motherfucker know what's up. Email us, popcast@PanelsOnPages.com.
Don't say for sure. Hardwick thought his TV show was going to premiere for sure.
I got him. Got you, Hardwick.
Oh, my God. Leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP. Oh, my God. 4.
Never know. That's all I'm saying. You never know.
For Jason Nyes, Kelly Harris, and that smug son of a bitch, Jose Guzman. I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!